You walk into a new restaurant, you've never been here before, and somehow you've been here 100 times. White subway tile, Edison bulbs hanging on those long black cords, some type of exposed brick, a reclaimed wood communal table, some trailing plants nobody waters, a neon sign in cursive that says something like good vibes, a menu printed on what appears to be a cut of plywood or tiny paper, and the menu, a smash burger, truffle fries, a Nashville hot chicken sandwich, some kind of elevated avocado toast, a cocktail with a smoked rosemary sprig on fire, and the burger is $24. The fries are an extra $9. You will spend $60 and leave still a little hungry, and on the way out you'll think, what a cool local spot. It is not a local spot, it is the same spot in Austin and Lisbon and Seoul and a strip mall in Ohio. Different owners, different cities, different countries, who have never met, all independently building the exact same restaurant. And the wild part is that nobody forced them to. There's no corporate headquarters, no franchise handbook. They all just arrived at the same place, on their own, at the same time. Let's figure out why every restaurant on Earth is slowly becoming the same restaurant. Start with the look, because the look has a name. A writer named Kyle Chayka noticed this back in 2016, this eerie global sameness creeping across coffee shops and bars, and he gave it a name, Airspace, as in Airbnb, as in the frictionless nowhere everywhere that travel apps created. His point was that a cafe in Tokyo and a cafe in Brooklyn and a cafe in Copenhagen had all somehow become visually identical. Same tile, same bulbs, same reclaimed wood, same cortado served on the same marble countertop. You could be dropped into any of them blindfolded and have absolutely no idea what continent you were on. And here's the thing he figured out. It wasn't a chain. Nobody mandated it. These were thousands of independent owners all over the planet, each one of them thinking they were making their own cool, original, artisanal choices. And every single one of them made the identical choice. They converged. Like that thing where two clocks on the same wall slowly tick into sync, except it's every brunch spot in the developed world. Why? The phone in your hand. A restaurant today does not primarily live in the physical world. It lives on Instagram, on Google image results, on your things to do near me search, and the algorithm rewards a very specific thing, a photo that performs. Bright, clean, high contrast, lots of natural light, a nice neutral backdrop that makes the food pop. So an owner opening a new place looks at what's already winning online and quite reasonably copies the formula. The white tile photographs beautifully, the Edison bulb gives that warm, flattering glow, the marble is the perfect neutral stage for a latte. Every owner is independently optimizing for the same algorithm, using the same reference photos, chasing the same shareable shot, so they all land in the same place. The restaurant isn't designed for you, the person sitting in it. It's designed for the version of the restaurant that exists on a phone screen, photographed by a stranger, seen by people who will never go. You're not the customer anymore. You're an extra in an ad for the place you're currently eating in. And the menu does the exact same thing, for two reasons that stack on top of each other. Reason one is, again, the algorithm. Some dishes are simply better content than others. A smash burger with cheese dramatically dripping down the side? Content. A tower of truffle fries with a little ramekin of aioli? Content. A milkshake with an entire slice of cake stabbed into the top for some reason? Devastating content. Meanwhile, a perfectly nice bowl of lentil soup, which might be the best thing the kitchen makes, photographs like a puddle, so it doesn't get made, or it gets buried at the bottom of the menu where the camera never goes. The menu isn't curated by taste anymore. It's curated by what looks good held up to a window. But reason two is the one nobody tells you, and it's the actual engine. It's not just about looking good. It's about the money. And this is where you find out why that burger is $24. Here's a number that explains almost everything about how restaurants behave. The gross margin on a burger is enormous. The beef, the bun, the cheese, the couple slices of pickle, the labor to assemble it, all in, often runs around $3 to $4 in actual cost. They sell it for $16, $18, $24. Restaurants regularly run gross margins of 65 to 70% on food, and burgers and fried sides sit right at the top of that range. A burger joint's margins on the burger itself can hit 30, 40% net. Fries are even more obscene. A 50-pound sack of potatoes costs around $10. The fries they become get sold for $5, $7, $9 an order. The potato costs them pennies. So now layer the truffle fries on top of that. Because the truffle fries are the perfect little crime. Truffle lets a restaurant charge you an extra $4, $5, $6 over normal fries. It signals luxury, it signals fancy, it justifies the premium. And here's the punchline. There is almost certainly no truffle in your truffle fries. That earthy, intoxicating truffle aroma is, in the overwhelming majority of cases, a single synthetic chemical. It's called 2,4-dithiopentane, and it's made in a lab often derived from petrochemicals. Real truffles are absurdly expensive, and their aroma falls apart within days and dies the second it hits heat, so it would be commercially insane to put them anywhere near a deep fryer. So they don't. They use the chemical. It costs basically nothing. This isn't a fringe thing either. In 2017, a class action lawsuit hit the largest truffle product manufacturer in the United States, alleging deceptive labeling, and it's all technically legal because of a labeling loophole that lets truffle flavor mean a chemical that smells like truffle. It's the same loophole that lets vanilla extract contain no vanilla and almond extract contain no almonds. So let's total up the truffle fries. Potatoes, pennies. Truffle, a synthetic chemical, also basically free. The word truffle on the menu. Worth an extra $5 or $6 to you. You're paying a luxury premium on the highest margin item in the building for an aroma that came out of a chemistry set. It is, no exaggeration, one of the most profitable things a restaurant can possibly sell you. That's not an accident on the menu, that's the menu doing its job. And once you see that the menu is engineered for margin and for the camera, you understand why the menus all match too. Smash burgers, truffle fries, Nashville hot chicken, spicy margaritas. These aren't spreading because of some great culinary awakening. They're spreading because they photograph well, they carry a premium price, and they're cheap to produce. They are the highest content, highest margin items in the business. So every restaurant chasing the same algorithm and the same profit math lands on the same 6 dishes. Convergence again. The food is syncing up for the exact same reason the tile is. There's one more layer, and then I'll let you go back to enjoying your $60 dinner. It's not just phones and margins, it's also the buildings. A huge share of new restaurants now open inside new developments, those big apartment and retail complexes going up in every growing city. Those developers and landlords want tenants who fit a safe, broad, proven, bank-approvable aesthetic because a clean neutral build-out is easy to lease and easy to replace if the tenant fails. A weird, specific, idiosyncratic restaurant is a risk. So the financing and the leases themselves quietly push everyone toward the same inoffensive template. The sameness isn't only in the owner's head, it's baked into the loan. So here's where we land. There is no villain in a boardroom drawing up a master plan to make every restaurant identical. That's what makes it so strange, and honestly so much creepier. It's an invisible system. The algorithm rewards the same photo. The margins reward the same cheap, premium-priced food. The landlords reward the same safe build-out. And thousands of independent people, each one genuinely trying to be original, get funneled by those 3 forces into building the exact same restaurant over and over, across the entire planet. They think they're expressing themselves. The tragedy isn't really the truffle chemical or even the price. It's that we used to travel to feel like we'd gone somewhere. A restaurant in another city used to feel like another city. Now you fly 11 hours and walk into the same Edison bulb, subway tile, smash burger room you left at home, and you photograph your $24 burger against the same marble counter. And you add to the giant shared online pile of identical images that will convince the next owner in the next city to build the same room one more time. So next time you walk into a brand new place and feel that flicker of deja vu, you'll know exactly what it is. You haven't been here before. But the algorithm has, and you're about to pay it a $6 surcharge for a fungus that was never there.